as much as I could focus, and I could focus real good. And yet, fucking this shit was why. Like that's why I'm wondering to myself, will my brain ever fucking get back to fucking 100? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I feel it's like that. But then I look around and I say to myself, like, this is not the type of fucking environment that I deserved in the goddamn fucking. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. And I'm fucking doing all this from a fucking location where I was kidnapped when I was 4. My little cousin was 3. I was able to bring the authorities, the police, to the fucking area. Lost count at the fucking houses, and I was very particular about what fucking house we kind of went to, and then we fucking stayed there in the car, and then fucking moved to the other house, and then we went. The people, how the fuck was a 4-year-old supposed to be able to fucking sit there and explain that when the door was closed, there was nobody there, obviously, other than me and my cousin. Fucking wow, bro. It's like, but when the door opened to the closet, there was a person standing there. This is what the person looked like. There was about 3 voices going on. There was 3 voices, at least 3 voices. Wow. And the one voice, wow, dude, that's why I'm saying that, wow. The girl looked one way but sounded a fucking other. Wow. And when I say she sounded, in other words, she sounded like my mother, but she didn't look like my mother. My real mother, Tammy. Bullshit. This is crazy. A 4-year-old. These were grown men. Wow. Wow. Fucking wow. Every single fucking situation I was ever put in was never close to fucking remotely easy to fucking figure out. Not one. And the whole fucking time, all of these things were going on. I was being fucking slowly poisoned. So where I didn't feel like myself. And I knew that, like, I just didn't know that. I thought I was that. But there were the times when I'm like, Anthony, you're not like this. You're not like this. It's like, it's like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's like, yes, you are. It's like, fuck that, man. It's like, there are times that I said, this doesn't feel like myself. The no sleep. Fucking pretty much from fucking elementary school to graduation and then some. Up until almost 4 years ago. 5 years ago, my doctors picking up on fucking the fact that there was something wrong, but they had no fucking idea what the fuck was wrong with my blood work. All the time. Not all the time. But then, the point is, it was enough for me to remember that. Anthony, are you on drugs? No, I'm not on drugs. Why? Time passes. Anthony, are you on drugs? Yeah, well, now I am. I smoked pot for the fucking first fucking time in my life. It was actually pretty good. I got some good sleep. Wow. But you're not doing pills, Anthony. You're not taking your mom's pills or anything. Why would I take my mother's pills? My mother needs her pills. Holy shit. You fucking... Wow. Wow. Fucking wow. No, I'm sorry. Back then, I didn't do no pills. And by the way, fucking even later on, the few times that I went down to my mom's, I asked her because she didn't even care about her fucking pills no more. She took her pills and fucking that made her fine, but she didn't care, man. she didn't want. I would ask her, and she'd be like, "Well, how many you want?" And I would be like, "I don't know. Just want to be able to fucking sleep, Mom." That's what I'm saying. This is so fucked up. This time when I was down, my mother didn't even have fucking. She was just fucking like, screw it. That's why I knew. It's like I knew my mother wasn't. My mother wasn't gonna be alive very much longer. Seeing the fucking situation the way it was, my brother fucking saying that he joined a fucking Indian tribe. Meanwhile, I'm bumping into Pop Smoke. Then the next day I get into a fight with my brother. At the same time, there goes the sheriff's department covering up fucking a murder fucking thing. Then fucking trying to fucking put me in jail for fucking putting their wow. All why a body's being moved from fucking California to fucking New York. I'm thinking the body's here somewhere. Because, ergo, the fucking squirrel bringing me the fucking foot bone onto my fucking front porch. Even the wilderness are like, ta-da! Wow, man. Calling the cops. No report. Nah. Wow. Stay focused. So all this goes down. Where the fuck was I? I'm going to get coffee. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Wow. All this shit goes down. Wow, man. What's more interesting is, see, that's why it's interesting. It's like to go all the way back again to the Mr. Perez situation and the Sosa situation. It's like wow, it's like that's where I met one of my first friends. A leader of a country. I met a girl who I thought was beautiful. So little. Me and her both were. You know what fucking pisses me off about that situation is that when Mr. Perez, wigged out and became like a shook little bitch, he brought another family in by the name of Brown. Married somebody, this and that. My first girl that I fucked around with, was that girl. That's what I'm saying. Not the girl that got married. I'm saying it was after that whole fucking scenario that spans 10 years. And Damian Perez's handgun going missing not once, but twice. And all that fucking timeline. Then, all of a sudden, fucking another 5-6 years goes by. And there's people trying to kill me all of a sudden. My friend, Joe Ballantoni, now has a gun that he could fucking give me. Remember, it brings up the contracts. Don't know how Joe knew about the contracts. which I signed with the FBI, CIA, DOJ, plus the fucking certain precinct that was involved, plus fucking other fucking people as far as military, you know, Army, Navy, fucking, you know, and the rest of them. Wow, man. I remember going down to the fucking NSA. They were pissed. They were pissed because fucking I didn't sign a contract with them. Wow, man. The reason I'm going backwards to that is because when they say that the black guy, when I say that the black guy fucking was involved with not so much the right reasons of taking down people. Wow, bro. And Frank and his little boy that was going to grow up to be a big boss. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. Because with all that said, and I'm skipping from one thing to the fucking next, and I'm skipping back and forth. Wow, man. You know who my first girl that I cared about, that I liked, was one of my first friends. The first girl I fucked around with. Wow. She also, she didn't look exactly, but she looked a lot. Wow. Like my little niece, who also looks like Ari a lot. So this girl looked like Ari a lot. You know, it's just really fucking interesting with all the stories I brought up about all of these little things, and wow, man, like that is a bombardment. That's not even a fucking. That is nuclear bomb after nuclear bomb. Why a nuclear bomb is fucking going off type shit. That's why that's fucked up. That's why that's insane. That's fucking insane, bro. You could just call me wow, bro. Wow. Yo, man. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fucking... wow. Yeah. So, point being is that situation 1, which I'm thinking happened before situation A, B, and C graveyard, which puts me up against fucking people again. If it wasn't the fucking these guys, it was these guys. It was fucking. This is insane. This is fucking insane. This is fucking insane. It really is. It really is fucking insane. And to think, wow, man. Wow, man. Walter Wolster did not seem like he was exactly in on that. But the name King was in on that. Peter King. Wow. This situation that took place in Queens, which then put the fucking triads up against me. But that wasn't enough. Because then the fucking graveyard situation goes down. A, B, and C. And whether it was this or whether it was that, I know it put me up against either the FBI, the CIA, or the DOJ, plus fucking possibly 1 or 2 other fucking gangs. If not the fucking triads a second fucking time. Wow. 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 The reason I bring up the black guy, that I don't know his name, is because the shit that he was planning with the other one, who was going to turn his boy into a big old boss, you know, with James Diaz, you know, and fucking little James Diaz, aka Alfredo Flores. And let's not forget Tupac's deceased mama, who magically was Alfredo Flores' dead grandmother, which, weirdly enough, is the fucking bitch that was in the fucking mental hospital when they threw me in the fucking mental hospital for saying that Ari's concert was about to be fucking blown up. Who had her little precious, in the same fucking room as me, Corey, aka Jamel, telling me that Ari takes 6 or 7 dicks in a night. While I'm sitting there talking about how Ari's concert's about to be blown the fuck up. And they kept me in that fucking hospital for fucking 80-something days. And then finally, when I couldn't fucking take it no more because I knew that this shit was happening soon, and I fucking went off on fucking a few people, main one, little bitch who had a combination of a name of Ariana and Rihanna. It was like Rihanna. It was like fucking, it was like, wow, it's like, can you pick one? You little fucking toot. Wow, bro. The bottom line is that fucking literally like almost 10 days after me going off saying that this little bitch fucking needs to grow the fuck up and learn that there's some really fucking serious shit in life, Ari's concert gets fucking blown up, and then they release me from the hospital 3 days or so after that. Which then I go down to Sean Allen's house, which turns out to be the fucking house where my cousin was fucking raped. Fucking 15 fucking years prior, 20 fucking years prior. Wow. And then coming back from fucking that fucking location, not being able to get him on the phone, my phone calls to him were seemingly being fucking blocked. Because he would call me back with the amount of fucking calls that I made to him. Only to get him on the phone after a month almost after my fucking house was shot at, which was July 4th. Wow. Only to fucking find out 2 months after that conversation where I went totally off on one of the scariest fucking people on earth with power and fucking sway, telling him to go fuck himself. A few days later, he ends up fucking dead. I don't find out until almost 2.5 months later. Wow. And I sidetracked because now it's getting back to why I'm bringing up the Sosa Perez situation again. And my first friend who went on to fucking become a leader of a country, and the first girl that I was friends with, well, one of the first girls that I was friends with that went on to fucking, and that's why I'm fucking disgusted, because you know something, it's like, a couple years later, they turned, well, actually, it wasn't a couple, that girl was underage. And I'm not talking about Nicole Perez, even though I met Nicole Perez inside Mr. Perez's fucking house. And I'm still trying to figure that fucking hole, which one was which fucking, which one is which of that situation. What I'm pissed about is what they did to fucking her. The girl that I am fucking pissed at what the fuck they did to her. The girl who the first fucking girl I fucked around with. That pretty girl. that I don't mean no disrespect. I am saying straight the fuck up. What they did to fucking... and it was fucking because I remember the fucking day that I was brought to the location where she was about to shoot a fucking porn video, and this is not the cousin that got fucking raped. Which I thought was my other fucking cousin. Who the fuck knows at this point? You know what, to tell you the fucking truth, I don't even know, because the fucking picture that I was shown looked like fucking Ari. But I wouldn't know what fucking Ari looked like until fucking later on in life. But I do know who looked like Ari. Before one of the Aris is now. And I'm not mad at any of these people at this moment in time. Including the ones who may or may not fucking have been born a different fucking gender. That they were also fucking with their heads. Especially that one. The one that I'm not even gonna say anymore. Because I'm just fucking that fucks with my head. It hurts me in a fucking weird way. The point being is that fucking during that situation, it was after that situation that happened in Queens, where I was brought to a said location. Now, the other girl, the first girl that I fucked around with, she was not really so much exactly a thought in my head. To tell you the truth, anytime I've ever thought about that girl, the first girl that I fooled around with, it wasn't her. I think we were in 5th grade. It was right after my little niece's communion. Pretty fucking sure. Something like that. Yeah, it was right after my freaking little niece's communion. Where fucking, that's why I'm saying, it's like, I'm pretty, you know, man. Yeah, I'm fucking disgusted there too. So, but that's not important exactly. So, the point being is that freaking, it's like, after the fucking situation that goes down in fucking Queens, I get brought to a location where the girl that I first fucked around with, the girl that I was one of my first friends, was about to fucking shoot a fucking video with a black dude. And I met the fucking black dude because he wanted to rub it in my face that he was fucking this girl. That I didn't even know who or care who the fuck she was at that moment in time. At that moment and time. That's why it's really fucking funny. Like, he thought he was wow, bro. Wow. 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 And a lot of those videos were being shot and she was underage. By grown men. Not fucking people like me who fucked around with her when we were both fucking about the same age. That's why fucking it's all bullshit. These people are old. Some people are fucking older than what they are, and some people aren't. And fucking, you know, that's the fucking bottom line with the fucking U.S. military's bullshit. You know something? It's like, wow, military tribunals, word. Yo, man. So, that's why that whole thing, because supposedly it's because of that situation in Queens. But then that's not really the fucking, because with all that fucking planning and everything else, that came after the fucking merging of the Perez family with the Brown family. Which I still don't know who the fuck got married to who. But I can only imagine. Because for some reason, there's a definite fucking name popping into my head. The gun. The gun comes back to me. The gun comes to me 5 years or 6 years after fucking it gets swiped from fucking Damian Perez's car, who's leaving his fucking police-issued Suffolk County Glock 9. I'm thinking that's what his gun was. because that's the gun that I had been charged with, on his front seat of his car. And Anthony Miller is walking me past that car a few days in a fucking row. And each time, and I'm telling my father, and I've already went through all this shit. And that gun comes into my possession by somebody who turns around to me and says, remember those contracts, blah, blah, blah. There's people definitely trying to kill you. You're going to need this. We got you. Yeah. Right. You got me. And you know what? It's just why I'm just wondering, did fucking, with me sitting there saying maybe it was Damien's gun, just wondering, fucking, did shitface fucking James Diaz, did he ever have a fucking handgun that went missing? Wow. So then, wow. And the reason I'm bringing up Nicole Perez is because the girl that brought me out to fucking California, where I bumped into Paul Flores, where Paul Flores turns around to me and confesses to me that he murdered Kristen Smart, this girl named Kristen Smart. And then 2 hours later, bumping into two people who are looking for this girl that died a year ago, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck is that possible. But hey, that's what went down. So they're like, well, why don't you do, and because, there's the whole, we're going to set you up, your family up, which is also my family, meaning Paul Flores's family, plus a whole bunch of other families, including the name Richardson or Nicholson. I'm not exactly certain which, because I know both names may or may not have came up due to another close situation a few fucking hours later. But the bottom line is, go to the sheriff's department, write a statement of what he said. It says location 1. Then he said he moved that because that was fucking, so then they moves it to location 2, which was underneath his fucking house. Right where they're fucking digging up right now. Which is interesting, right? Because I'm down in Florida in 2019, going to visit my motherfucking my mother. I did not mean that. I'm going down to go visit my mother one last time. And I bump into Pop Smoke for the third time. It's funny because my little niece, when I say that she had her Holy Communion, she didn't have one. She had to go to 7. I don't know how many different I was there for, 2, 3? Wow. Because it didn't just happen at one church. She had to go to a couple different churches and have communion at it's wow. Yeah. 4. 3? I can think of maybe 4. One might have been a practice thing, which wasn't at the right actual church. So that's why I'm saying 3 or 4. Point is that one of those churches was the same place where one of those times before the third time I bumped into Pop Smoke. Wow. It's funny too, because then it makes me think about wow, man. Oh, man. So I'm thinking in my head, yeah. So, let's see here. So, right. You get the little kid to sign fucking blood oath contracts with the FBI, the CIA, and the DOJ. Federal seals, federal stuff, federal fucking blood signatures, blood. Wow. Wow. And probably not even fucking 6 months I've already went through dates and times with this shit. Pretty fucking specific. 4 to 6 months later, 5 months later, 6 months, doesn't matter. The point being is that oh, look at this. I'm fucking mowing somebody's grass. They're saying, dump the grass over here. And I'm stepping on this orange goose, squirting out all over my fucking leg. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, oh, man, I'm stepping dog shit. Oh, yeah, that's what it is, yeah. I tell I'm like, yeah, and this dumb bitch, I'm like, yeah, I had to go, and I'm like, I don't even know why I fucking mowed it. There was no grass. It wasn't even like it was growing at that point in time. Didn't even need to be fucked. But then I started thinking, and then all of a sudden, that just shut down the entire fucking neighborhood, because I guess when I started saying orange fucking goo squirted on my fucking rusty brown orange goo started spurting out onto my leg. Which then uncovers the fucking Indian burial ground, which then turns out to be a serial killer's burial ground, which then more people get fucking pissed off at me. Why another fucking situation's going down over here at in another fucking another location, wow, bro, wow. Wow, getting even more fucking people pissed off at me. Then there's all this shit. And then the only thing I could sit there and say that I did fucking halfway right was the fucking school for the X-Men children, because what they were doing, it didn't matter that they were doing the right thing for fucking some. It was that they were fucking planning to fucking hurt a lot of fucking, wow. Wow, and then who got blamed? The girl that liked me, right? Which I didn't even see that day. I heard the over commotions from fucking people talking about it when it was around my area, right? They were blaming her because she was supposed to be fucking knowing this type of shit. That's why she was there in the first fucking place, right? Wow, dude. Why the other kid fucking squeezes out through a fucking backdoor gap, why all the other kids get fucking engulfed in that situation with, what the fuck, Apache helicopters. They brought in fucking Apache helicopters for that situation. Yes, they did. I am so sidetracking right now. Because all of this shit that's going down. Wow. Because I could only imagine the stuff that I did not talk about in therapy. That's why I find it real fucking interesting, too, that the day that Miss Lucy, my contact, it's not like every single therapist I ever had was a fucking contact.